Now you might remember I did a video some days ago about computer games in the ttyper terminal, the Linux console. And as you know, I do not advocate computer games. However, you know, Solitaire, TTY Solitaire as it was called, perfectly fine. Nothing wrong with a nice little card game in a terminal. So I thought I would look at it, and obviously I did the video on it. Now in the comments section, which we are going to just look at right now, somebody suggested, well, first of all, Soy3 Guy said, great video, thank you very much, appreciate the time and efforts you put into those, thank you. Another TTY game I like to play around is ttyper or ttyper, ttyper. How do you say that? I mean, it's a bit awkward, isn't it? Ttyper, ttyper. You can't say ttyper, but you can't really say ttyper. I don't know. An alternative to monkey type without the bloat and telemetry. And I responded saying, thanks, I've got to do a video on ttyper in the future. Ttyper. I don't know how you say it, it's so annoying. But let's have a look at this game. So, well, first of all, you know the usual drill. You do your sudo pacman-syu to update your packages, whatever you are doing on your system. So if you're on Ubuntu or Debian or whatever, do whatever your package repository equivalent is at, whatever. Okay, then we're going to do -s, and then it is just ttyper, ttyper. And here is the package on Arch Linux. So there we go, we will install that, except I already have it installed, so I'm not going to reinstall it. Okay, now let's just have a little look then at this package. So you might have noticed, if you'd seen this before, it is written in Rust. Yes, the memory safe language, the language that's now in the Linux kernel to much controversy. I do not really care about such things, although the Rust community are an interesting bunch. Anyway, of course, being that it's written in Rust, there are no memory safety issues, surely, so no buffer overflows, no hacker's going to hack my ttyper and take over my computer. Take that, Mr. Robot. So, you know, there we go, it's written in Rust using in the ttype terminal in the Linux console. Fantastic. So, to prove to you, of course, I am in the... Oh. Why did I do that? Wrong command, do not do that, because that doesn't tell you anything. This is what you want, echo term, so I'm in the tty, whatever, you know the drill by now. So all we need to do is literally ttyper, and there we go, it starts up the program. So, well, do we even know what this is? I mean, it's sort of self-explanatory from the title. It's the terminal-based typing test. It's like a game or a practice for typing in the terminal. I mean, you could just start typing in the terminal, but of course this is going to give us some outputs, it's going to give us some analytics. It's not going to teach you how to touch type, as far as I know, for example. So it's not going to be that kind of game, but it's just going to be a little test of your typing ability. So now you know I'm a touch typer. I can type without looking at the keys. I don't have to peck around. I use the home row. All good aspects that you should all learn. So how am I going to fare with doing this? Let's find out. Okay, right. The only thing, when I did play around, I don't like the colouring, but you can actually change the colours. There is a config file we'll look at. Let's just go into it. So go have January, next here, so life from way each after, search first service. Now, as you notice, you can correct, but you can put in flags that stop you correcting in the program. I'm not going to read out all these words because it's annoying. Find wood health group there with, I'm lying, I did start doing it. how exciting is this? All in the TTY. So if you're doing some server work today from the TTY and you've got some time to kill, you could probably install this. You don't need to worry about hackers because no buffer overflows, remember, technically. Well, not technically, you can buffer overflow, I think, and all this kind of stuff in Rust. Okay, so this is the output. This gives you a little output. So adjusted words per minute, 61, not that great really. Accuracy is 96%. Not bad. Raw word per minute, key correctness, not many, 10 I think out of 265, and whatever the worst keys. Okay, and 10 key press rolling average. So if you're using Dvorak or Colmac, I'm sure you're going to have an amazing words per minute. So at the bottom it gives us Q to quit, R for another test, or P to practice missed words. We'll do one more test and then we'll look at some of the options. We'll see if we can improve. Okay. Ooh, good. They are only, then book, hotel, world. They know is their school management some it information under data than games of full work to world city who company. So click help order bean get he not mail health product. This is most. Whew. There you go, 82 words per minute. Accuracy's gone down. Raw words per minute, 89 key presses. So there you go. Who cares? That's just what it is. Gives you a nice little typing test, I guess. Okay, so let's just hit Q out of that. Control C will quit as well. Ooh, TTYP. You Control C. That will quit out of it as well. Okay, let's look at the GitHub again. So there's a little visual demonstration. You can get it installed, pre-built binaries on all these different systems, and you've got a little tty -help to tell you how to run certain things. Now, interestingly, I've got some examples here. So you can, the default is the 50 of the 200 most common English words, but if you do tty-w 100, you can get 100. You can put in a tty language a file. So I guess that's you can create a language file and it will take those contents, or a contents of a text.txt file, split at new lines. Oh, okay. Let's have a look at that. Let's touch. What should we call it? ttyper.txt. Let's do so. This is the best video ever. How about that? Okay, so I do let's check that. So I do tt and just whatever ttyphr and then this text file. This is the best video ever. There you go. So look, you can put in your own little files there. Now, amusingly, you can actually have the C programming language be your typing test. So if I do clear this, I do ttyper, and then what do I do? I think I've got to put in language. So -L. You probably could put C, but I'll just do -L and C. So as you can see, you've got like stdio.h, char, malloc. How ironic. So written in Rust, but you can introduce unsafe C language and have all the buffer overflows you would like. So for union, if, void, free, double. How amusing. I think these Rust developer obviously has a sense of humor there. is there anything else? You can do sudden death, you can do no backtrack, list languages again. So you have a little look at this, see what you think. I'm not going to cover it all, but just put in the flags that you want. So enable sudden death to restart. Shall we do sudden death? Okay, we'll finish on sudden death. Okay, sudden death. Other, last, this, we, please, my, best, them, ah. So it just goes back to the beginning of the line. How amusing, how amusing. So yeah, I failed at the sudden death. Nothing else to really say. Again, you can play around if you want to do the Go programming language. You've got different languages here, pre-built, French, English, German. You can do Python programming, Qt framework, Ruby. And you can have your own config files. So if you don't like, let's say, the colors, so you don't like green and this, you can create a config.toml files in your .config typer. So you would cd.config and you'd mkdir ttyper and then do a vim. We can just do touch ttype I think that's right, or is it just config? Sorry, no, you do a config.toml. Okay, and then in here you can put in all of this. You can copy all this in, change whatever you like. And you've got some style formatting here. You can read it all up. That's just it for that, really. So I've got an idea. I've got an idea how to finish this video. So let's change this ttyper. And let's have like, comment, subscribe. Okay. So you know what to do. You can do as the screen says. You can do your fake YouTube thing. You can like, you can comment. If you can spell it correctly, you can subscribe. There you go. And as you know, a big thank you to my membership. All 2 of you now, so thank you very much. Really do actually appreciate it. So it should be showing up on the screen. Sean and HTX18Nerd, I believe. So thank you both very much, and I look forward to having more of you on the end screen. If you want to have a few perks, have a look at the description and join a membership, whether it's Patreon or YouTube, and you can get early access videos and obviously have your name at the end of the screen and be celebrated like these fantastic people. Okay, so I think we'll leave it there, and I will see you in the next one.